I'm Dawna Hetzler.
And I'm Sally Smith.
We, just like you, are bravely walking through the dark valleys of life in hopes of scaling joyful summits.
We believe that safe and trusted women are a force to be reckoned with. When we climb together, we can reach the mountaintop.
Many of our challenges come from feeling as if we are stuck while trying to ascend, hiding in crevices, waiting for storms to pass.
Might we suggest that you have a more proactive role in reaching the peaks of your own life?
Let's laugh at the untruths we were taught, from the common religious myths to the lies we believe about our situations and about ourselves.
It is our hope that our time together brings you solace from life's daily drudgery and a bit of lighthearted laughter.
This is a safe place where you are welcome, right where you are, even in your questions and doubts. So rise up, sister. It's time to conquer together.
And we certainly hope you'll say,
"Now that's funny." Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of That's Funny. I am here just talking a little bit more about why we should fear not and why we shouldn't say this to others. Fear not, fear not, fear not. It doesn't work when you tell somebody else to fear not. I am solo again this week, and I am here without Miss Sally. As you can see, she is traveling back. And hopefully next week we'll be together again. So anyways, thank you for trekking with me. And I just wanted to come on and say a couple of things here. One is I want to say I had a disappointment last week. And so it made me fearful. And I wanted to share with you all about how disappointment can spur on fear. And so with that disappointment, I didn't know what God was doing. I had a big change of plans and I was really confused. I couldn't name it in the moment, but I spent some time with him and I realized I was relieved, but I was also confused as to why he was changing my plans. And so before I could really name it, I got fearful. And so when I got fearful, I had to sit with it a little bit. And we've been talking about this topic, this silly little topic, to fear not. So that's funny. If somebody would have told me in the moment to fear not, I would have, just shut down. It wouldn't have been helpful to me at all, especially this big change of plans in my schedule for the upcoming week. So I sat with it. I said, God, I feel relieved. I don't know why I feel relieved, but I also feel very confused as to what you're doing. And so I kind of linked that disappointment and fear together. So if you are going through something where you've been disappointed and you start to feel that fear rise up, I'm going to tell you how I combated it and how it really worked for me this week. So with that said, I got the news that my plans were rescheduled. I didn't understand. And I heard the knocking of fear, if you will, on the door. And I also heard a voice from the other side that says, is God really with you? Does he know that your heart was set on these plans? And I started to just a little bit think, why is God letting my plans unravel? And then through some contemplation, I realized that God wasn't unraveling my plans, but my perception of what my plan should be were unraveling. And so I just allowed God to unfold his plan, to make whatever changes he wanted in my life. And instead of listening to those voices and the knocks on the other side of the door, I decided to just lean into what God was doing. And I whispered, open hands, open plans. And so that's how I went about combating my fear for that week. I just said, God, you are God, I am not. And whatever you're doing, I trust in you. I got to the point where I didn't even need confirmation of what he's doing. I just said, open hands, open plans. God, you're going to lead this with me. And so if you find yourself this week disappointed and that fear is creeping in, whatever you do, don't just tell yourself, fear not, fear not, fear not, right? Because that's funny. We can't just force ourselves to fear not. Or we can't tell somebody to fear not because it's not helpful. And that is dispelling this whole fear not myth. But this is a very practical thing that you can do this week if you want to give it a try and join me as I continue to just do open hands, open plans. God, I don't need confirmation of what you're doing. And I trust you completely, and letting that peace beyond all understanding, let that wash over you. Let fear go away. Turn away from that door. Don't listen to the enemy's voice, and just take that posture this week. So that's what I've got for you. Hopefully, Sally's back with us next week. But don't believe the lie to fear not. Now that's funny.
From the heavens high above, I feel the touch of his laughter and love. In every moment, tear and smile, God's humor is heard, every step, every mile. Keep walking, dear sister. You've got this.